welcome to Magnetismo for February 2019. I am dressed like, I'm not sure what this is, your most favorite cosmic aunt or something. I thought I would put on some sparkles for you because it always feels good when I'm in sparkles. They're very noisy, but I think it just adds to the atmosphere and the ambiance. Okay. So last month we were talking about letting go of competition and comparing ourselves with other people and all of those ways in which we don't feel like we measure up to others and we are concerned about how we appear to other people. And then we talked about allowing a deeper sense of self and a more refined sense of our own originality and giving ourselves permission to reinvent ourselves. Now, I would really love to hear how that has gone for you this month, because in my personal experience, when I did that tapping with you, I sort of thought like, oh yeah, you know, these are things that I don't have to think about much anymore. I really have that under control, and that's true. But the amount of creative freedom I have felt in the last month has been unparalleled. I have been creating things almost non-stop. I've had so many ideas, I've been doing so many different things, and I've also been noticing that I have more follow-through with my projects. So I'm someone who has a lot of ideas naturally, but I don't always follow through with them. I have the idea, I might tell someone, but then I forget all about it. But this month, I really implemented so many of those ideas, and it's felt extremely satisfying and fun, and the response I've been getting to all of these new ideas has been amazing. So I would love to hear in the comments below whether that has been a similar kind of experience for you, and if you've noticed that you have been letting go of this sense of competition with other people and this sense of comparison. I would really love to hear about that and just to hear where you're feeling and maybe what has changed for you. Maybe there's a situation where ordinarily you might have compared yourself or felt like you just didn't measure up to something, but now you're feeling more freedom about that. I would really love to hear that. All of that kind of feedback is super helpful for me because it helps me to refine what we tap on in the future and really get to the core of the issue. So the more information you can give me, the better, and it always is really appreciated and really helpful for me. So this month's tapping for Magnetismo, we are taking those concepts from last month and we are really expanding on them, making them bigger, settling deeper into them, and really using what we've already done as a little building block that we're gonna step on and create even more goodness, which is really exciting. This month, we are letting go of old connections that don't serve us. We're letting go of jealousy. We're letting go of old grudges, and we are letting go of not being happy for other people. Now, this is such a big one. As long as you feel jealous of somebody else's success, whether it's a business success, a relationship, affluence, health, body, face, like whatever someone has that you feel jealous of, or whatever someone has achieved that you cannot be happy for them about, is blocking your blessings. And I'm sure you've heard that before, but in my experience, it's extremely true. It's very accurate. If you are harboring any kind of bitterness or jealousy or resentment or, you know, there are little feelings where you're like, god damn, that stuff really prevents you from manifesting more, feeling good, feeling abundant, and the flow of good things coming to you. And really that stuff just comes from a fear that if someone else is getting something, then they're taking our piece of it. And it really is just grounded in a scarcity mindset where we think that if she has it, then I can't have it. And that's what you believe. So we're gonna really knock out some of that stuff this month, which is going to be super powerful for you. And just like last month's stuff, you're gonna notice this in really unusual, interesting, and beautiful ways as the month progresses. In terms of allowing this month, we're going to be allowing a deeper connection to ourselves. We are going to be tapping into, no pun intended, a sense of expanded creativity and intuition. And we're also going to give ourselves permission to freely express ourselves, whether that's telling people what we need, establishing a boundary, or simply in the realms of creative expression. So that's what we're working on this month. It's going to be so great. So, it's that time. Grab your water, have a guzzle, and then we will start on the letting go portion of this tapping. Okay, I hope that you are beautifully well hydrated. So let's get started on this letting go portion of the tapping, and we're gonna start on the karate chop point as always. Here we go. Sometimes I feel jealous of other people. And sometimes I feel like I can't be happy for them. Especially if it feels like they have something I want. That shit kind of pisses me off. And I really hate that I feel that way. Because I know it's not very evolved. I feel like maybe if I was a better person, I wouldn't ever have feelings like that. But right now, I am really feeling that. I think back on these people I know, these old connections I still have, and these old grudges I'm still harboring. And I don't feel good about it. I feel like if someone else has something I want, then there won't be enough for me. And even though I'm happy when things happen for my friends, sometimes I feel a little bit jealous. Sometimes I wonder why that hasn't happened for me. And then I start to think I'm a shitty manifester. Or that maybe I'll never have what I want. And that's really painful. And it sucks to not be able to be happy for people. I know that's such an unattractive quality. I really want to be able to share in people's happiness wholeheartedly, without making it all about me. So even though I struggle with jealousy, and sometimes I hold grudges, and sometimes I can't be happy for other people, even my friends and family, I accept myself as I am. I forgive myself for feeling that way. And I love myself regardless. This is really a good one, and I can feel it, and I think you can feel it too. So let's jump right in to this tapping. Let's go, baby. Okay. This is so dramatic. Let us tap! Seriously, why is it like this? It's time. I would like to think of myself as an evolved spiritual person. So why the fuck do I still feel jealous sometimes? Feeling jealous sucks ass. It does not make me feel good. It kind of makes me feel like a lunatic, actually. Especially when it comes to being jealous of my friends. That is so fucked up to be jealous of your friends. Because my friends are awesome. They are real friends. They are not frenemies. So why is it that sometimes I feel jealous when good things happen to them? It must be because I am afraid that I am not good enough. It must be because I'm afraid that if they have it, then there's less for me. It must be because of a feeling of scarcity. Because otherwise I wouldn't feel jealous at all. It must just be that I think there's not enough for me. It must be that I'm scared that I'll never have it. And this is something I really want to let go of. I really want to drop all these old connections that are holding me back. These grudges that I am holding against people from my past. And this inability to be happy for others. When I think about all that stuff, I just feel spiritually hungover. I feel gross and groggy. I want to be able to let go of these old connections that are no longer serving me. Like, why are these people even in my phone? I don't need to be following people from my past. Especially when we no longer have anything in common. So I would like to let go of this feeling of jealousy I have. But I would also like to let go of these redundant relationships. I would also like to get rid of these grudges that are holding me back. So that I can step forward and have fulfilling relationships. I don't need to be friends with everyone in the world. I just want a few really meaningful friendships where I can truly be happy for those people in my life and they can truly be happy for me too. Because I know that when I clear up how I feel about my relationships, those people will clear up how they feel about me too. And the people that are not in alignment will drift away. And the people who are in alignment will move closer. And because I'm not feeling weird and jealous about them anymore, our friendship will totally thrive. It will go to a whole new level and a whole new space. And I'm really looking forward to that. So even though I've been feeling jealous and living in scarcity, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. It's okay that I was feeling that way. But now I'm ready to let it go. And make way for more meaningful friendships, more meaningful relationships, and much more abundance. And so it is. Okay, deep breath in, hold it at the top, and exhale it. That's beautiful. Okay, drink some more water, and if you're ready to jump into the allowing sequence right now, you're welcome to do that. But if you want to pause it right here and come back to this later on, you are very welcome to do that too. Do whatever feels good for you right now. Hi, welcome back. I hope you're feeling really well hydrated and energized and feeling really good. Now, as I think I told you last time, when it comes to an allowing sequence, when you're tapping in an affirmation or something positive, you really don't need to do the karate chop point setup. It's sort of irrelevant. You don't really need to tune into it. You can just jump straight into the tapping. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. I am so free. I can do whatever the fuck I please. And it feels really good to realize that. Now that I am able to be happy for other people, I notice that my connection to myself is stronger. I notice that I am easily dialed into my intuition. And the more dialed into my intuition I am, the more my creativity flourishes. And the more I feel free to express myself. I can tell other people what I want. I can tell other people what my boundaries are. And I can express myself creatively without fear. It feels so good to express myself without fear. It feels like absolute freedom and absolute clarity. In fact, I don't know if there's anything that could make me feel more free. So now that I am feeling really connected to myself, my only job is to pay attention to my intuition. Because what's the use of intuition if you don't listen? So today I am going to really listen to what my intuition is telling me. I am going to follow the impulses. I am going to allow myself to feel inspired. And I'm going to let these little pieces of momentum drive me forward into a beautiful future. Because when I am connected to myself, when I am tuned into myself, and when I feel free to express myself, there is nothing that I cannot do. I can have and be and do anything I want. My only job is to follow the impulses. So today I am committed to following my impulses. I am committed to feeling free. I am committed to expressing myself. And to being the most magnificent version of myself possible. How good is that gonna feel? And so it is. Okay, deep breath in, hold it at the top, then exhale. You did such a good job on that one. And just like with all of these, you can do that as much as you like. So with our letting go routine, if you are feeling a little jealous, if you are feeling sticky, if something good happens to a friend or a peer of yours and you're just like, oh, why do I not feel as good about this as I wish I did? Go back to that letting go tapping and really go through it again as much as you need to. And like I said, with this allowing routine, you can do this every morning if you want to. So it's totally up to you as to how often you use these techniques. But I feel like whenever you feel a little bit of stickiness, tapping should be the first tool that you call on. Just because for me, it's the most effective thing and it's so fast. You know, we can experience so much transformation in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You know, change doesn't have to take years and years of drudgery and hard work. Like it really can happen like that. And so we would be silly not to utilize these tools that are literally at our fingertips. So I hope that this was useful for you. I love you so much. Thank you for really being a part of this with me. I'm so proud of every single one of you. And I will see you back here in March. I love you.